fabulous shot. A very good morning and welcome to the Predator WPA Men's 10-Ball World Championship live from the Rio Wall Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. Our next match is a winners qualification clash between two former 10-Ball World Champions, KaÇi and Ping-Chung. Your referee for this one is Jeff McGee. The game is 10-Ball, race to 8 still. It's call shot, of course, winner breaks. Calling the shots with me in the booth is a very wise man. A very old man as well, Jim White.
Yeah, you got one of them right. I'm not going to tell you which one. But welcome everyone to Lost Wages. And they're the middle of the Coe brothers. 3 of them here made their way to Las Vegas. And they're telling me the youngest one might be the best. Well, the older 2 are champs. So if the younger one's the best, there's a little message going around the arena for everybody. But it's a battle of world title holders here. Center stage, Mark. And, you know, as always, we've got one of the best seats in the house, even though I'm looking around at the artwork around us, and it's not, it looks like someone swiped all those pictures that used to be here.
Yeah, just to fill you in, guys, there is a 30-second shot clock. You get 60 seconds after the break. I don't know where the other player is. We're missing a player. Where's KaÇi gone? I saw him walk out the door beside us about 10 minutes ago. I think is that him knocking?
Yeah, he might. It might only be that's an exit door, not an entrance door. Might have to take the overland path to get back to the center table here. And Coe is wondering the same thing. Yeah, I'm at the right table, aren't I?
Well, last night we had our reigning 10-Ball world champion, Wojtek Szczewczyk. He is out, beaten by the Las Vegas Open winner and teammate, Victor Zelensky. Wow.
Yeah, we're guaranteed a new champion this year, or at least not a returning champion.
Yeah, I mean, KaÇi's being talked about as one of the big favourites. Got a huge break as well, Jim.
I'll tell you though, you know when you look at tournaments, Mark, you always have to look at players that have escaped and they've survived matches they really could have got beat. And who could have got beat more than Shane Van Boening here? I mean, he has provided us with 2 Houdiniacs already, and so keep your eye peeled for SVB.
Yeah, he's in action at the moment. I think they've a big round here this morning. It's winner qualification all the way, and he is up against Mark Bijsterbosch from Holland. Mark Bijsterbosch can play, had a good run in the US Open, I seem to remember. So look, tell me the rule here, Jim. I mean, KaÇi's not here. Normally, if you're not at your table on time, you're going to lose a rack.
Well, the referee has actually gone out looking for him, because we saw the referee walk right by our commentary position, and that was the door that KaÇi left. And you're right. I mean, this match is slated to start 3 minutes ago. Coe's in his seat, at the main table, and
is a cheat a cross between a chair and a seat?
He's in his. That's exactly what it is. It's my brain going in different directions at the same time.
I prefer to lay on a chauffeur.
Well, there aren't too many. It's the first match of the morning here, 11 a.m. local time, so sparse crowds to begin with, but I can assure you those seats will start to fill up.
Let's have a little run through some of the other games on the outer tables. If you want to watch any of these games that I mentioned now, you can go to tv.kazoom.com. As I already said, Bijsterbosch versus SVB.
We've just been told that Coe is up 1-0. He's been awarded 1 rack because of KaÇi being late. and that must be in the rules. The referee just came over and explained that to us, and he's on a 15-minute warning.
And more importantly, he's lost the first break as well. So now he loses the break also. So it will be Ping-Chung to break if KaÇi comes back, of course, before 15 minutes. He's already 1-0 up, Ping-Chung. He's got a smile on his face. I'm sure no player likes to win like that, Jim, but you'll take it.
Listen, rules are rules. And at the end of the day, he's here waiting to play on time, and his opponent isn't. So what exactly is he supposed to do?
Yeah, just to clarify, KaÇi has been here. He's been practicing, and he walked out of this door next to us about 5 minutes before the start, and we haven't seen him since. Perhaps he's got lost.
He's just walked in. He's literally just walked in, and I don't believe he's going to know. He might not be well, but I doubt he's going to know he's down a rack. He's going to find out real soon, but he may not be well.
We've seen a few players suffering from a bug or whatever. He's being told now, okay, he says.
He's a pretty even-keeled guy, Eklund. I've had a chance to speak to him, and I've seen him at multiple events, and he accepts his punishment, as he should.
I mean, very famously, he overslept at an event in London. They had to go and get him from his hotel room.
So Ping-Chung with a dry break, and KaÇi out of his chair. He's down 1-0.
Yeah, nothing really phases him. I wouldn't want to be the one that tells him, though, Jim, that he's one down. Looking to push.
Yeah, I think he's already nominated the push-out mark. I'm just not exactly sure what he's looking at here. Maybe still the area he wants to push.
Well, he's left him a thin sliver of the one ball.
Yeah, actually, pretty clever shot from Eklund. Not enough of the one exposed to be able to attack, and just a defending shot.
He's playing the cross bank here. Safety, of course, in mind as well. Cue ball tracking down towards the two ball.
Yeah, I think safety actually the priority, Mark.
Will he go high left on this, Jim, to take out the... Was he scared of the double kiss here? Played it well. Having said that, is there a gap through there?
I think he can get through to this. Can't see enough to make it, but I think he can just get through to it almost dead on. Yeah, definitely deserves a little bit more thought, this shot, because everything's in the open. And this one, the key ball. So a mistake here cost him the second rack.
Two-rail kick. Doesn't like it.
Yeah, he must not be able to get it. We looked at it. It looked like he could get between the 5 and the 10 to get through to this one, but I mean, where he's looking right now, the shot must not be on.
Yeah, and this stems from the push out that he played, and then Ping-Chung came with a great shot. Well, he'll be happy with that.
Don't know if that was the intended plan, but gratefully accepted. And the young Ko has to be a little careful with how he plays his shot too.
And it wasn't so much the dreaded double kiss, that was a lovely double kiss. So KaÇi start to the beginning of this match. Thinnest of contacts. Can he cut this back, Jim? Or has it gone beyond?
Yeah, it's close. He's got to be very careful. If this shot is available, he's got to guard against just a slight overhit because that brings the corner pocket into the equation. Looks a little too thin to be able to cut back into it. He's looking at it. He might be able to hit this thin enough.
If he makes it, he doesn't get the scratch. If he hits it thick, as you say, the scratch comes into
exactly right.
He's winding himself up for it. Here we go. No, he's not happy with it. He's called the one. He forgot to call the one, Jim.
Well, he's played some very crafty safety shots to contain Eklund, and none better than that one.
It's a clever little show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was, and almost made it look easy because that did not look like an inviting visit, that one. Judged it perfectly.
His older brother is in action later on against Jesus Asensio. He loves catching that one ball thin. Once again, gets away with it. Not often you see the one ball on the table this long, Jim. Once again, simplicity.
This might be the toughest of them all, though, because now with that 6 wedged up to the 1, even if Eklund hits this one, it's not going to be traveling very far. So this one he's going to have to play at a bit of speed. Well, that's just how tough it was. Trying to lay that 5 on the 9. He didn't get it on it.
Yeah, just explain the deliberate miss, please, Jim.
Yeah, he's played the foul, the intentional foul, and so he will be on 1 foul. A very, very tough hit, and he knew the 1 wasn't on. So he's going to have a pretty tough hit even for his next visit. It's one of those where you feel like it can't get any worse than it just was.
Yeah, he won't want to do a deliberate foul this time if he can help it, though, because he'll be on 2, and with that 1 ball there, it's a very, very easy hook now behind.
Well, this is different because the 1 will go past the 6 now, and he sees that. So, a little different scenario as far as Eklund is concerned.
Yeah, he could play the hook back here himself. All depends on the line and the pace, of course. Won't be hitting this too hard, I don't think. Well, he has. He's gone for pace and he's hit it. Good shot. Emergency averted for now.
I still think he's going to find himself in the tall weeds, though.
Where's he going, Jim? Up by the 10?
He can play that 9, the bottom cushion, and spin that cue ball right up towards the 9.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, he's just misjudged it slightly. He wanted to get behind those. Just needed a little thicker hit.
Can he come around first, kick and stick the cue ball? Maybe call a side pocket just in case. There you see right hand English digging down a little masse. Oh, he's played it. I thought he played that well. It's okay. Could have been worse. I think he might be firing at this though, Jim.
If he gets it, cue ball is going to go across the bed of the table in the middle and should drop onto the 2. Tough 1 ball though.
And that's how tough it is. That's how he sees it. He's overdone it. So then, KaÇi has won that little exchange. Well, you wouldn't have said that 3-4 shots ago.
Yeah, all those escapes from KaÇi there. It just seemed like Ko had him tied up every which way and just kept buying himself time, and now he's bought himself the opportunity. Two, 3, and 4 all in the same area. That wasn't his best positional shot to the 2.
Carry him into the 3. Take your chance. Played it well.
Yes, he did. Exceptionally well. And now he's thinking, okay, the angle to the 4 to the 5.
Yeah, 5 is very difficult to. He wants to be over the 7 ball side of the 5, doesn't he? Because it's very difficult to get on the other side of it and to get back out again.
He can spin this. He'll look for the window between the 7 and the 10 mark. So I'll have 3 cushions and just catch that gap between 7 and 10.
That's okay. Play this with a bit of right hand spin. Drag it round the back of the 5 ball. Sorry, 10 ball. It's going high left. Wants it to run a little bit more. That's lovely. What a great shot that is.
Tell you what, I'm super impressed. I mean, if it bothered him at all, giving that first rack away by being late, he hasn't shown any signs of it, has he?
No, as you mentioned at the start, he's a very level-headed guy and took his punishment. He knows the rule. It's not the first time either, Jim, I have to say. Probably play the 8 ball into the same pocket as the 7. Cue ball in between the 8 and 9. So we're back to level after these 3 balls, and he gets the break. So we're back where we started, basically, Jim. It's just now a race to 7. Oh. Well, having said that.
Careless. Very careless. He just flicked the 9 and Didn't intend that. Well, he's going to have to leave a long 10. But that was just careless, Mark.
Careless Kisper. Well, he's got to stroke this down the rail now. Have to play at pocket speed. It's all in. It's there. Great shot. Didn't touch the sides. We're level 1-1 in this winners qualification match, Jim.
And that has to settle him a little bit, make him feel a lot better. He struck that 10 as pure as he could have. And that was a terrific run out from KaÇi. When he came to the table, all he could do was fight for the chance. He was snookered at every turn.
I don't know if you saw that just then, Jim, but KaÇi rolled the balls down the table as the cue ball was still rolling, and the referee gave him a little look there, I believe. You have to wait until the balls have stopped rolling before you get balls out of the pocket. Lays down his break cue. That's the Predator BK Rush, the red one. Just needs to wrap his body around it now and break the balls. Fedor Gorst has taken a 3-0 lead against Oscar Dominguez. A little bit of a Mosconi point to make there, maybe. And Josh Villa is 2-0 down to Yukio
Akigiriyama, another world champion.
Japan has produced some great players over the years. Wow, look at that cue ball. And made that wing ball, Jim, straight in the side pocket. That's the one he's looking for, breaking from the centre. Any one of the two behind the one.
Well, he can get through to the one here, Mark, but he's pretty straight on it, and I don't know how he gets the cue ball back for the two.
I think he's got just a slight angle, Jim, has he? To bounce off the rail and back over. Maybe short side on the two. Does the two go short side? He's looking. Extension, I'm sure he'll call. No. You get 60 seconds after the break, so no rush. Well, he did look at this two ball down the rail. I think it does go past 3 and 9. Well, we're going to know before him if it's in. He's played safe. Discretion, the better part of valor on that occasion.
Yeah, this is a tough hit. I like his thinking. He's put that two down where position from the 2 to the 3 is a lot easier. And this is a tough hit for young Ko. He's going to have to get the protractor out here.
Yeah, slide rules and everything needed for this particular shot. Oh, what a great hit that is.
Look at the end result. Wow.
Oh, unlucky, is it? Is it just crept out, Jim?
I think he's done great. I think he'd take that shot in a New York minute. What a terrific hit. And he had to hit it with ball in hand. That would have pretty well gift wrapped the second rack for KaÇi.
Up behind the 10 here. But has to get the cue ball right if he's playing it that way, because he's going to be leaving that two ball in the open. Yeah, he's just going to think a little bit more about it. He's gone for the same place again. Hasn't got it this time. I mentioned the Fedor match against Oscar Dominguez. That's available on Table 1, free to view. Head on over to Watch Billiard TV on YouTube. Click the notification button and every live match that we're showing will come up there. You'll get a nice little message to say, stop what you're doing. Well, hit that thick, so he could hit enough of it. Made it into the rail. If you've just joined us, just to bring you up to date, KaÇi won, well, it wasn't the first rack because he lost the first rack because of being late. Now a real chance. Still not guaranteed to get on this 3-ball though. It's very awkward, isn't it?
No, that's the hurdle in the shot.
8 balls in the way for the draw to the side rail. Looking at the potting angle, Jim, so he's firing and he's going low power as well. Trying to force his way through the 8 and the 6.
Struck this one real well. It was never going to be easy getting onto the 3. Wow. Is it worth taking a shot at the bank here? Because cue ball is going to be tracking right down towards the 5.
I think he's shooting. Well, wanted more pace on it. Or less, as the case may be.
Just trying to get the cue ball tucked in behind that 9 here.
A real buzz around this arena.
Yeah, the way that Eklund is playing this, he's got to get his Q-tip out of the way because it's going to be coming back real fast.
So difficult with the cue ball close to the rail. Very, very hard to judge the angle it's going to come off at. So ball in hand then should be 2-1 from here.
Yeah, such a young man and so talented, and he's shown us some terrific safety play early on in this match already.
Cue ball just creeping the right side. Come towards the 7. Played that nicely. It's pretty to watch.
He, his older brother, and his younger brother make up quite a trio, don't they? As formidable as any 3 brothers maybe that have ever held cues.
I can't name another 3 brothers, can you? Oh, there too. We've got a brother and a sister. Albin and Jasmine.
Wow, 2-1. Go Ping-Chung. Just in front of Eklund KaÇi.
And we're going to nip out, guys, very quickly. We'll be back soon.
Great to have you back. Ping-Chung 2-1 in front at the stage. Been some great tactical exchanges already between these two. Not a lot to choose. Success off the break, but he's going to have to come with a bank shot on the 2 if he wants to progress further with this visit.
Yeah, 3 balls there on the break. 1 ball expected. 4 ball dropping in the side, and then look at this 6 ball. Look, get in there, 7. Now.
Yeah, he's not going to bank this, Mark. From the overhead camera, it looked a little bit more inviting than it looks from that perspective. But there's no way he's going after the bank here. Just fraught with danger and too high risk.
Both of these players know what it's like to win this title. They've both held it. I wonder, will KaÇi go at the combo here? Maybe too risky.
Yeah, it's still early days. You feel like if a player is going to throw caution to the wind, do it with a very early score. But the only way I could even see him going after a combination here is if he doesn't see an easy safety. But if it was me, I'd be knocking the 2 ball up and down the middle of the table and trying to take that white down towards the 6 and the 8. Or overcut the 2 on the left-hand side cushion, and take the cue ball off 3 cushions and back down to the bottom cushion.
Well, he thought long and hard about it. I'm not sure I like that shot.
Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what he was doing. Got a little bit of a break where he tied the 6 up. I don't know if the 6-8 is available. If it's not,
Karam is still on, Jim, the billiard. 6-8 billiard, is that on?
Possibly. Haven't had a good enough look at it yet. But he's left Ko with a chance to really play a much more aggressive safety.
Yeah, it's called the bank.
Or even attack mode.
Yeah, that was my first choice as well. It was on. And he does love to attack.
And now that 6 becomes the issue.
Bless you.
If there's a 6-8 combination on, no danger. I don't see the billiard, Mark, so I think it's either going to be the 6-8 or don't know if the 6 is far enough out from the 8 where he might be able to bank it into the pocket nearest the 10. He's having a real good look to see if 6-8 is available. The way that he plays this shot will tell us a story.
I was just wondering if he might draw into it. He tried to draw into that, you know.
I think you're right.
Now, has he got the bank on? The billiard.
Yep, he's called the pocket, the opposite corner pocket.
Big shot, this one.
I expect him to get this. Oh, double kiss.
Well, KaÇi will be playing the 6-10. 10 will be replaced. No early 10s in WPA rules.
Watch it again. Looked like he was ideal.
Yeah, double kiss,
on the 6, but just couldn't get the cue ball out of the way. Those angles are so deceptive. Just didn't look like that tricky a bank.
A little bit of a, didn't cue that very nicely. 10 ball's gone in, but it's gone in the wrong pocket, so it's option to Ping-Chung, but there's no way he's giving this back. Once again, the story is all about the 6 and the 8. Does it pass the 8? There's your answer. Unbelievable. I caught a fleeting glimpse of that from a different camera angle, Jim, and that one, and it looked very tight, but he played it badly as well. Overcut it. So KaÇi with a chance to level things up again at 2-2. You just get the feeling, Jim, whoever is going to win this match is going to have to earn it, because every ball is fought for at the moment. Been a lot of safety exchanges. Feder Gorst has retained his 3-rack lead. He now leads Oscar Dominguez by 4-1.
Neither player seeming to take the initiative as yet. I know one thing, Mark, if I'm Eklund KaÇi, the last score line I want to lose by is 8-7. Given that he gave a rack away being late.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a tough pill to swallow. 2-2. KaÇi with the break in rack number 5.
Let's give you a few scores from around the venue. Torsten Holman in action against Polish guy Konrad Uzishin. And the German leads 3-2 at the moment. Simon Kural, another Polish guy, is 4-1 up on Talal Al-Blushi. Nokioi is 2-1 up on Lian Han To from Singapore. That's Aloysius Yap's coach. Ruben Bautista is trailing 3-0 to yet another Polish player, Matthias Śnigoki. There's a few Poles around, Jim. Mario He, the Panda, is in action against Chang Jung Lin, another former world champion. He trails by 2 racks to 1. Back to this one then. Well, cue ball. And look at this, Jim. Disastrous. I mean, cue ball went everywhere. Look at that cue ball.
Got kicked by the 5.
What a terrible kick on the 5.
Straight up the rail. KaÇi had the best view in the house for that one.
Mika Immonen in action against Vitali Patsura. They're level 2-2. Mika Immonen, of course, beat Jeff DeLuna last night on this very table.
Yeah, there was some drama in that match. I commentated, and I don't know what sort of conversations Mika would have been having late last night, but the Hall of Famer, he's turning back the clock, Immonen.
Yeah, this is perfect. Just a little run through for the 3, leave the angle to trundle up for the 4. Remember that word? Who used to use that word, Jim?
Whispering Ted Lowe.
You're actually wrong there. I'm going to pull you up on that. That was John Pullman's line.
You're right, Pullman too. And where do you think Pullman got it from?
Ted Lowe.
11-time world snooker champion John Pullman. I actually played him in 1980.
Now you're really showing your age.
Does that say anything? 1980.
Oh, he overcut that as well. Where's the cue ball? Oof. Well, he got that wrong on every level. Hit it too thin. Played to carry him into the 10. Missed. Sorry, the 9. Missed that. Almost missed the 3, and almost scratched full house.
Just the wrong side of the 5.
He's going to have to go around the back of the 9 here, is he, Jim?
Yeah, if he's got enough angle, I'd want to shoot it and run the cue ball around the angles for sure, Mark.
Josh Phillip was 2-0 down. He's now 3-2 up. Don't discount that German either to go very deep.
And we have a player here this week who's looking to win all 3 world titles and hold them all in succession. And I was having a chat with Margaret about that last night. To the best of my recollection, that's never been done. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, he won the 8-ball, the World 8-ball in Puerto Rico, the World 9-ball in Poland, and he's made his way here to Las Vegas, looking to capture the World 10-ball. Just an unbelievable year he's had, and what a feat that would be.
Yeah, and you can also add to that the World Doubles with David Al-Qaedi, and also the US Open and a Euro Tour to boot. So, Ping-Chung, 3-2 ahead now. Feder Gorst, 5-1 up on Dominguez. There's another one who's favourite to lift this title as well. And the guy sat next to me, Jim White, that was his choice. We've got a drink on that one, haven't we, Jim?
I can't remember your guys. Are you guys still in?
I forget who I chose now. I chose Skyward Wood.
Yep.
And Chang Jung Ling, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And one of your choices was Albin Ocean, but I let you change it, didn't I?
I did. I swapped.
Got beat yesterday by his teammate, Daniel Guttenberger. Got beat 8-5, I believe it was.
A good swap I made then.
Very good.
(3-2) for Ko.
Dry break.
And nothing finding gravity this time. Just doesn't have a lot of flow this match for me. It's, you know, they're kind of just exchanging opportunities, and it's been some good safety play, but neither player has really jumped out and seized this match. It's almost like they're playing shots and then waiting for each other.
We have another round coming up for you at 2 p.m. That's a loser's side round 3. Lose that, you're going home. And when we get to the last 32 tomorrow, we go to race to 10 and single elimination. all chasing that $60,000 first prize, 40 for the runner-up and 20 for third, fourth. I'll take fourth. Oh, great jump shot. Get that one written down, James, for the archives, for the show reel. Beautiful shot. And I had a thought yesterday. I bet if you counted up all the successful jump shots, 80 or 90% of them would be on the one ball.
Well, if he knocks his two in, he makes that jump shot on the one a little bit more special.
Yeah, the most difficult shot is the one after you just made a great shot. And there you see another example of it. And now that one ball means nothing.
Important that he hits this. He's looking at two cushions right now. A good kick here. You feel like he'd get it safe.
About as well as he could have expected. There's an edge.
Yeah, if you remember back in the early going in this match, KaÇi just had him tied up in knots and he kept getting out, finally bought himself a chance and won the rack. Well, KaÇi's got a chance to do the same thing here again.
Nicely played.
I think he's left an edge though, Mark, and it's a super easy kick. And a kick with control. So that wasn't KaÇi's best effort, that one.
So one route.
KaÇi never looks too phased, does he, with anything?
The Albanian assassin. Great effort that was. Just caught the point. Well, you want to bring your jump cue with you, Eklund. You're going to need it. I think it was Christina I was talking to. Wouldn't it be great if you had a cue caddy? You know, like you have in golf. You've got a little buddy that hands you the cue you want. Brilliant. Oh, cue ball, he's all right. Oh, he might need it again here.
Yeah, he's only all right for the moment. As good a shot as that was, he's going to have to come up with one of equal standard here.
Two rails. Try and clip it in the side. One rail. Oh, what a great effort. I didn't think he could get there on that. Great shot. Great effort.
Yeah, he almost emphasized that jump shot with that effort on the three. So close. Yeah, these pockets have definitely tightened up a little bit.
They have, haven't they? What day are we on now, Jim?
Well,
Day 8?
Yeah, day 3 of the World 10 ball, but I mean, we saw a lot of shots that slid down that cushion and were being accepted by the pockets in the early going, and we even mentioned that as these events wind down and this cloth gets a little bit worn, these pockets are going to shrink.
Jump cue again.
Yeah, for sure. Just try and look for the full contact on the 3 and bank it down table and hold the cue ball behind cover.
Fedor Gorse now 6-1 up on Oscar Dominguez. Two good friends actually playing each other there. Having said that, who could not be friends with those two guys? Super nice. Same pattern again, Jim. Safety battle.
Yeah, and I don't think he's left a chance at the 3, so again, kicking off the bottom cushion.
Yeah, I think he looked at 2 rails first. Yeah, just the one. Getting lots of left-hand English on this. Nicely played. He's got a good safety game, this guy, hasn't he? Good kicker.
He actually got in a bit too deep on that one, Mark. He's left Eklund a chance at this 3. Swing the cue ball off 2 cushions. It's going to be tracking around where the 4 is.
A little bit out of sorts at the moment.
That's going to be a costly miss. You see it again. Just caught it a little too thick, but he's left it on for Ko this time. And this is by far the easiest opportunity that Ko has had.
Yeah, nice little angle on this as well. Just a little stun run. Perfect. Mario he has taken a 3-2 lead now against Chang Jung Lin.
So many high-powered battles going on around all the tables here. Just quality at every table, isn't there?
Here's a latest score that might shock you. Lee Van Corteza is 5-2 up on Francisco Sanchez Ruiz.
Oh, that is a shock for me.
That is a winners qualification match though, and it's a race to 8 as well. So Ruiz still got a lifeline should he lose this one. But it would be a shock. But Lee Van Corteza, what a player he is. Saw him beat Jason Shaw at the US Open 8-1 last year. Jason had a kick on the 2 ball and never got another shot.
Well, it's 10 for a 2-rack advantage.
It'll be the first gap that's opened up in this match, Jim. It's been hardly fought.
Oof. Wow. So that one thought about staying on the playing surface before it left. 4-2 it is confirmed. A sigh of relief, no doubt, from Ping-Chung, though.
And we're going to go for a short break, Jim. We'll come back soon.
So Ping-Chung at the table, a 2-rack advantage. He's not into the comfort zone just yet, though, and he knows it. Got the 1 down, and if the 2 doesn't go, you don't like KaÇi's next visit, because there's a wall of colors that he can duck behind with this 2.
He was going for the 1 in the side, but it went a little low, but banked into the top corner. Yeah, I'm not going to give you any prize for guessing this shot.
Yeah, he'd like to feather, just feather the 9 here. Because he might have freed the 3. I don't think the 3 was available to the corner. So this hit may not be as costly, or this miss, I mean, may not be as costly as what it could have been if he'd have just taken the cue ball into the 9 and loosened the 3 slightly.
Called the corner. 1 rail kick. Thought he'd cut that off, but he hasn't. Yeah, not with it, is he? This morning. He was late for the opening of this match, which cost him a rack. But you mentioned, as you saw him sat in his chair, Jim, that you think he's just not feeling well, maybe?
Yeah, he doesn't have that bounce. You know, I mean, his expression hasn't really changed. When I see people with their mouths open too, that tells me they're a bit stuffy and they're breathing through their mouth.
Bit like you on the second day, wasn't it?
Yeah, first week here.
The way he's putting this cue ball, sorry Jim, the way he's putting this, it looks like he's either playing into this or it goes into the... Yeah, it goes into the top corner.
Oh, 3 is available. Just past the 4.
Yeah, look at the 5.
Well, I take it back. Maybe he didn't have to move anything there.
Well, this looks pretty routine from here.
Yeah, this has got 5-2 written all over it, Mark. And Ko has been solid.
You mentioned 5-2. Josh Filler is now 5-2 up against Yukio Akagayama. Baba, I nearly said that. You sounded like Popeye then.
I'm not nearly as think as you drunk I am.
Torsten Holman 5-3 up.
in this match a winner's side clash as well. So the loser here wouldn't be out either.
No. Shane Van Boning is 3-3 with Dutch Mark Bijsterbosch.
And 5-2 here. Yeah, Van Boning, he just loves being behind and putting himself under pressure in his first 2 matches. So it wouldn't shock me at all if he does the same thing here. Another great escape from the South Dakota kid.
Fedor Gorst on the hill, 7-2 against Oscar Dominguez now.
Oscar Dominguez, I watched him beat Johnny Mora the other night. And at 3-3, that's where I left the match. 8-3 he ended up winning.
5 in a row.
Yeah, and he looks solid, Oscar. Really good.
Yeah, and his father is playing also, but not just playing. He's the guy that is part of the team that set all these tables up. I think we have 18 of them, the 9-footers. We have 310 for 7-footers.
Ernesto, he's the go-to guy in the West Coast. Best table mechanic around.
One ball again in that corner pocket, look. A repeat of the last rack. And you see the one ball just going short of the side pocket and then banking into the top corner. He's got a safety on this 2 ball. Can he get between 6 and 3 and get that cue ball somewhere down by the 9, Jim? Pretty strong. Yeah. Big sigh and intake of breath from Eklund KaÇi there.
How often does KaÇi come to the table, though, Mark, in this match? And he's just looking for the key to get the handcuffs off.
He's going to have to hurry. Calls his extension.
Just caught that cue in the nick of time.
This is a... Was he jumping over the edge of the 3? Well,
he's not going to like his next shot when he comes to the table either. This is a pretty straightforward safety. Good escape for the moment. But he's left Ko, another good aggressive option.
yeah, I wouldn't put that jump cue down just yet, Eklund. Oh, he's not going to be jumping this, is he? Well, he might do. Bring the jump cue with you just in case, Eklund. And you've got to jump the 9. I kind of fancy him to make this one, Jim.
You got a feeling?
I've got a feeling. Didn't make it. Has he got cover?
Who do you like
He
in the
has.
hockey game tonight? Well, he's been given the chance to turn the tables on Ko. Now Ko out with a short cue. It's been just a collection of escapes and safety play. That's really how Ko has manufactured the 5-2 lead. What a shot. off the 7. What a shot that was. Worth another look. Off the 7 and straight into the corner pocket. And with the 3 there begging to be made, just makes that shot on the 2 that much more significant, Mark.
Yeah, and this will be a 4-rack lead if he can run these 6 balls out. Are back in town. The youngest one, I believe, is out, but this middle one, the older one, they're still in. See that Jimmy slid his extension along the floor there.
Little angle here to get the cue ball back out to the middle. Perfect.
Yeah, worrying signs now for KaÇi. First result of the morning, Simon Kural from Poland has beaten Talal Olblushi by 8 racks to 2. This looks like he's going 6-2 and he'll be breaking to get on the hill.
Yeah, the match didn't start out real well for KaÇi. He gave the first rack away, being late. And things have kind of gone downhill from there.
Shane Van Boning 4-3 down against Mark Bijsterbosch. As you said, he loves being behind, and we're going to step out just for a couple of minutes. We'll be back with the conclusion of this match soon. And we're back, just waiting for Eklund. Story of this match, really.
Yeah, again. We were waiting for him at the outset, waiting for him at the break. 6-2. Pretty tidy lead. Ping-Chung, middle of the Ko brothers. And he's a world champion, this young man.
He's got his Yves Saint Laurent belt on there, look, I think it is, isn't it? They love a named belt, don't they? Louis Vuitton or Gucci. Skylar Woodward had his Louis Vuitton shoes on last night. I was sitting with a few of his friends in the bleachers there, and they were all taking the mickey out of him, saying, "You've changed. With your flash haircut, you've trimmed your beard. You knew you were going to be on TV tonight. You've shined your shoes."
Naoki Oi, is it? Just at the table, center your picture. Colorful Japanese star.
Yeah, and he's up against To Lian Han from Singapore, and the Japanese man, the funny joker from Japan, leads 5-2 in that one. Eklund's back, we're back.
Ping-Chung looking to further extend his lead. He's definitely been the better player in this match. Of that, there's little doubt.
I gave someone a nickname last night, and I think they're going to use it. The lady that won the women's Las Vegas Open, Seosa, silky smooth. Do you like that, Jim?
She is, actually.
She is, isn't she? I thought it suited her. Well, scratch in the corner. Just when he didn't want it. Just when he was starting to get a real hold of this game. Chance for Eklund.
Just in his mind, going through the process to take these out. Don't see, apart from the 7 and the 9, I don't see any issues. So we'll keep an eye on that 7 ball. See if he gets an opportunity to develop it at some point. With the 5 over the side, you could see him doing it off the 4. But now he may have to play this a little differently. 2 in the corner, 3 in the corner. He'd love to leave that 5 right over the side.
Yeah, definitely the play.
Yeah, and he should be able to do that now. Follow through with this. Leave himself the angle on the 4, just to flick that 9 and 7 into the open.
Good thinking. It's perfect. Nudge into either of those. Would love to nudge into the 7 if he could, really, just to. Because I'm not sure if the 7 passes the 8, Jim. Just flick off the 7. Nudge it on.
Good shot. That'll do nicely, Mark.
Oscar Dominguez coming with a fight. 7-4 now, Gorse leads.
With the angle, quick look. He's got half a pocket with that 7, past the 8. You should be able to get right behind it from the 6.
Yeah, great shot. Couldn't have poked that better with his hand. Shane Van Boning level at 4-4 with Mark Bijsterbosch. This one's not over yet, Jim.
This has been as good as KaÇi has looked in the match right here. He's gone through these systematically, never in trouble, in complete control. He's got the break back, still trailing 6-3. He'd love to string a few together. Play himself back into contention.
Yeah, well, when Vegas is over, we have to wait until May for the next Predator Pro Billiard Series, and it's going to be in Wisconsin, and there's going to be a ladies and a men's event at the Ho-Chunk Casino. Very, very nice venue there. Hotel within the casino, and there's a huge waterfall. There's a model of a local attraction that's called Adele. Not Adele the singer, Adele. And it's a huge waterfall, and it's held on 2 levels, the tournament, and there's these escalators that... Have you ever been on the London Underground, on the London subway? You've never been on it?
I probably have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's some really long escalators.
Yeah, I've definitely been on the London subway, Mark. What am I talking about? More times than I can remember, but... Yeah, the long escalators, same sort of thing.
Yes, same sort of thing, yeah. And it really is a great venue. May 17th to the 21st, that is. Put that in your diary, guys.
Well, the dilemma of the break, jumping up and stopping KaÇi's progress here. But he hasn't left anything on the 1 anyway.
I think that last rack was one of the few we've had which didn't involve a long safety battle, and this one looks like going back to that trend again.
It's called the side pocket just in case.
On this very table at 3 p.m. will be Ping-Chung. Sorry, Yi, the older brother of the guy at the table now. He'll be up against Jesus Atencio. And on table 1, Skylar Woodward is up against Alex Kazakis. That'll be a great one, and I hope I'm on that table for that one, Jim. I've given Sky Woodward a piece of chalk, and I told him it's a lucky piece, and he's holding on to it and he's using it.
Piece of chalk.
If he wins, he said he'll give me $100.
Expensive chalk.
Not if he wins 60,000, it's not.
Now, does this 2 slide by that 9? Maybe at pocket speed?
Oh, that's a big arse, Jim. More like the tuck up behind it, yeah. I think I'm going to give you my glasses, James.
I left mine in the car that got broken into. Two cushions.
You'll be trying to make this.
Just seems very disenchanted, doesn't he, Eklund?
He's hard to read because, you know, he's never really the most animated of characters, shall we say.
KaÇi's safety play has been a model of consistency right from the outset.
shot. It's been pretty good with the short cue today. Played that, living up to the name on his neck, perfection. He can't go for this, Jim, can he?
No.
He's just scratching the side he's on. Can't avoid it. To come up with a safety. Needed to be straight on this. Oh, and he's caught. 7. I think this is on.
Well, he was always taking the cue ball down behind cover, but this is a very difficult long 3 that KaÇi's looking at. It definitely is available. Could be a rack winner if he gets it. And what a shot. That's as slick as anything he's played in the match to this point.
Worth another look.
Yeah, that pocket just devoured that 3.
So good technically.
Could have maybe played this just a little better though. As he left himself the angle to get up table for the 6. Had to force it in.
Sometimes it's just nice to sit here and admire a craftsman at work.
He just delivers the cue so nice. I mean, he's compact with his game. I remember when I first saw him, and I think it was in Las Vegas at the US Open, and they were all telling me that he was a better player than his older brother. And he's on the hill now. 7-3. See if he can pop one more good breakout and end Eklund KaÇi's bleeding.
Yeah, something not quite right with KaÇi today. Looks like he can't wait to get out of here, to be honest. Last night we lost our defending champion, Wojtek Szczęsny, to the winner of the Las Vegas Open, his teammate Viktor Zelensky. I wonder, could he do the double? Very capable of doing it, but he's going to have to play better than he has up to now. But could have been suffering, you know, a little bit of a hangover, so to speak, from winning that title, Jim. It's a bit of a come down, isn't it, after the big build-up?
Oh, sure it is.
And if he can get strong again, he's got every chance of lifting this title again. There's that one ball on its way to the corner yet again. It hasn't gone in this time, but he's made a ball.
No, and this isn't too bad. He's made the 2 on the side, but with that 1 sitting pretty for him, he can get through to it off the cushion. And the natural angle is going to bring the cue ball down for the 3.
Yeah,
so
look at this.
Big shot right here, and an opportunity.
Nice big gap, Jim, isn't there, in the middle of the table, almost like Moses and the red just opening up. Just needs to catch this one ball right.
No, he's going to jump it instead. It must be just far enough up from that rail where that one rail hit. Doesn't really present itself. It looks good. I'm surprised he's jumping this.
This is a tough shot. This could go wrong. Could lose the cue ball. Wow.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Not when you play it like that.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Beautiful control. Still has a problem though. Will he play the combo, do you think, Jim? Can he make the combo?
No. But if the natural angle takes the cue ball into the 6, possible carom into the 9.
Decision time.
Knock this 3 in. And if you can play the cue ball into the 6, leave the carom 4-9. Don't know exactly how he sees it. The angle looks pretty steep from our perspective. No, he's going to try and spin this. Slow spin, and that increased the degree of difficulty tenfold to this 3.
Yeah. Gave the cue ball a chance to do its stuff, and it twisted away. Not over yet, but it's a long way back. In this situation, just got to take one rack at a time, one ball at a time, and just keep believing. Don't worry about the score. Easier said than done. Well, 2 for the price of 1.
Is that 4 peaked out enough where Ko can get through to it? It's close.
Yeah, I think the most difficult part of this, Jim, is the fact that he's bridging over the 9 ball. I think this goes. It's a tough one, but the reward could just be a place in the last 32. Oh. Well, this cuts.
It does cut. Not the worst point he's ever had. I mean, he'd have been on the 5 if he didn't catch that point. But yeah, this does cut in.
Yeah, his shoulders sunk when it hit the point, but they soon rose up again when he saw where the cue ball finished. Oh, needs it off this rail.
Yeah, how do you get the cue ball up for the 7? Mission impossible.
Challenge accepted though. Well, he's just increased the difficulty of this twofold. Oh, what a brilliant shot.
Wow.
What a fabulous shot that is.
Yeah, that's the best shot he's played. And he's played some.
You guys that play this game at home, you know how difficult that shot is. You know how difficult it is playing it off the rail, slow rolling it. Never mind digging down and drawing, stunning off the side rail for it. And there, lots of left-hand spin. Is it enough? Just holds his hand out to acknowledge to KaÇi, but that won't mean anything. So this 10 ball then for a place in the last 32. And you have to say overall, middle Ko has deserved it. Eklund just had that match today. But it's not the end of the line for Eklund. He will go on to the one loss side. And we'll be back with our next match at 3 p.m. Jim White, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Mark. Always a pleasure.
Never a chore. See you later.